We work closely with people in their own home. Therefore, you will naturally build relationships with them. This is good. Remember, we need to understand we are paid to be there and must draw certain lines and create certain boundaries to ensure that we keep relationships healthy. Gifts. When giving gifts, our policy states you can give and/or receive a gift on Christmas or birthday as long as it is under $5 in value and approved by a supervisor. Our desire keeps you above reproach and keeps clients safe emotionally. We don't encourage gift giving, but we understand that for some people it is a natural way for them to express care. The reason we don't encourage is demonstrated in these real-life examples. 1. Some clients don't understand context very well. One staff worked with a client around Christmas and gave them a present. That staff worked with them every Saturday for 7 years, and for the next 7 years that they worked together, the client asked the staff if they brought them a present. The client was unable to differentiate expectations between Christmas Day and a normal day. 2. We don't want to build a precedent we can't sustain. A staff may be able to get a present for a client 1 year, but not the next. Upon receiving gifts, many of our clients tend to think, "This person buys me gifts," and then come to expect it, creating unnecessary disappointment. 3. We don't want to build favoritism between one staff and the client. We are trying to avoid relational drama if possible. We also don't want staff to pay for things for the client, and vice versa. It's not appropriate for a client and staff to owe each other money at any time. Even as a gift, paying for a client's lunch or Starbucks can create the same issues that we want to avoid when it comes to gift giving. Visitors. Staff are not allowed to bring friends, family, pets, kids, or any other entity they may be involved with over to the client's home, even if the client initiates the visit. For example, if a client says, "I'd love to meet your significant other or kids," your answer needs to be, "Sorry, I'm not allowed to." We only want authorized people over at the house. Only the client should initiate others visiting. The other reason for this policy is we want whatever community that the client builds to be sustainable if you are no longer staff. Meaning, we don't want a client's relationships to be dependent on you being present. Here's a real-life example. A client has difficulty making friends, and the staff working with the client had a couple friends who lived nearby. The staff invited his friends over to the client's house, and everyone had a great time. However, when that staff moved away, the client didn't just lose a staff, they lost a whole group of friends as well. If you have a legitimate reason to bring the client to your home, you may do so with your supervisor's permission. This is how we help to keep staff above reproach. Personal information. Feel free to share personal information about yourself with the client, as long as it's not negative or burdensome. That means no financial or relational drama and no frustrations. There are a few reasons for this. 1. Our clients don't keep secrets, so the whole world will know about what you are going through. 2. Our clients care about their staff. We are here to help carry their burdens, not the other way around. Use your friends as outlets for your frustrations. It is never appropriate to vent to a client about anything, be it work or personal. Example. A client called Compass one day and said, "Can you give my staff more hours, please?" When we asked why, the client responded, "They are having a hard time paying rent right now, and I'm really worried about them." We are paying the staff to help our clients, not the other way around. Bonus boundaries tip. The words "don't tell Compass" has never worked out for anyone, whether it came from a client and was heeded by the staff, or, and especially, when it came from a staff to a client. If those words ever come out of a client's mouth, it's possible that you may have somehow indicated that that was a possibility, and you may need to reassess whether you are keeping good boundaries with your client. And did I mention our clients don't keep secrets? They don't, and they shouldn't ever need to in their relationship with their staff. In summary, you will build relationships with your clients, and that is a good thing. We must remember that we are paid to be there, and we cannot confuse our role as caregivers for one of real friendship. I would bank on the fact that none of your good friends are paid to hang out with you. One of our clients wrote a great article about this very issue. She wrote the article to fellow clients in an effort to protect them from emotional pain she'd experienced when the relational boundaries she had with her caregiver were blurred. Here's an excerpt from that article. Let's talk about friends. First and most important, don't confuse friendship with someone who is paid to be in your life, like your staff. I know this because when a better job comes along, staff move on. This was a really hard lesson for me to learn. I had more than one staff who I believed was a friend, but when they got a different job, I never heard from them again. This left me feeling like I did something wrong. Providing true compassion and care for your clients doesn't mean we are cold and emotionally distant, but it does require you to install these boundaries within your relationship. Thank you for watching this video presentation brought to you by Compass, SLS, and ILS. If you want more information on the topic of boundaries, talk with your supervisor.